Good morning, fellow Landings residents. I'm Don Wurzel, a member of your Association Board of Directors, and I'm here with Bill Campbell, who's a Senior Construction and Project Manager with our Public Works Department. So tell me, if you talk about the whole program, from starting with the engineering work that's done to look at the condition of the roads, up through how do you decide what roads are going to get repaved each year?
Well, what I do in my job is I obviously get phone calls, I get emails all during the year about this road and that road. And it's my responsibility to go out and put together a list of roads that I feel would qualify to be repaved based on age, based on condition, based on maintenance required, and that kind of thing. Once I get my list together, I sit down with Sean Burgess, who's the Director of Public Works. He and I go over the list. We try to associate dollars and cents to it. And then we look at our budget, our proposed budget for next year, and we try to do what we can with the budget. Materials going up, rocks going up, everything's going up, probably 20-30%. So that's what we're really focused on. Once that list is done, Public Works Committee reviews that list, and then we put together the proposal for the finance people. They look at it, associated with costs with it, and then that goes to the board, and then the board either approves it or disapproves it, or put roads on or take roads off, whatever the case is. So that process takes over a month or so as far as the committees go, but we start way in advance of 2026. So by probably by the October time frame, we will have a 2026 project for approval, and that's what we always shoot for. Now, when you get into the road itself, one of the important two things go together here. Number one, the curb and gutter is our drainage system. That's the drainage for this road. The street, when you see cracks in the street, that causes sub-base emulsification, or it basically causes potholes and that kind of thing. We have root intrusions that also cause bumps and bolts in anything. So it's all one big process that we try to do. Now today we're milling off an inch, but you can see here, this is what we're milling off today, and we'll put back 2 inches on this road. So we changed the spec a little bit from 1.5 inches to 2 inches because of the content of the day's material.
So you've got a project you're putting together for this year. What's that going to look like? What do you think you're going to do for roads this year?
I mean, from the
number of 2026, what does it look like you're going to be doing? A number of miles of roads, or
one of the things that Sean and I have been trying to do is get all the roads on a 10-year cycle, which is very difficult. We have 422 roads, so it's very on a 10-year cycle. We try to do at least 3 to 4, maybe 5 miles a year in road repair. And again, it goes back to the cost of doing it. Our cost, we've been able to negotiate a pretty good agreement this year with our contractor, where we're going to come in at a price that's going to be consistent for the next 3 years. It's not going to be excessive, but it's going to be right in line with what's going on in the market. So we look forward to that. As far as the number of roads this year in 2026, we're probably looking at about anywhere from 15 to 20 roads that we're going to do. Some major primary roads, some tertiary roads, and some secondary roads. We try to get a good mix, and that's all based on the age, based on the current condition, et cetera, et cetera.
So for those of us who live here and enjoy living in this beautiful community, we've got to look back 50 years and recognize that we have today because of what Branniger's vision was 50 years ago. So we have a shared maintenance for these roads and our infrastructure that all the residents will be contributing to in their annual assessments as part of where your money goes. And it's intended to keep everything up to where it needs to be so that we have good drainage, good roads, no potholes, no separation, and an attractive community. Well, Bill, thanks for having this conversation with me, and thanks for all you do for the Landings.
Thank you.